Well, good afternoon everybody, it's Richard here. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, so this afternoon I thought I'd give you a bit of an update about where things are. I've been quite busy work-wise, that's probably why I've not posted anything, but it's nice to be back. So welcome viewers, welcome back to the channel. It's really nice to be here this afternoon and just give you an update. And something rather special is going to be happening soon. Tomorrow I'm going to be going on a long journey by train by LNER all the way to, where am I going? I'm going to Newcastle Upon-Tyne, and I'm going to a small village outside Newcastle Upon-Tyne, about a 30-minute taxi drive there, and I'm going to be looking at something rather special, and I'm not going to tell you that until I actually get there, but it's certainly be an interesting trip, so I'm going to take you along on that, and we'll do some bits in the train maybe if it's possible. I'm going first class with LNER, and it'll be interesting to see. So it's something I've been planning for some time. One of the other reasons I haven't been on here is that I had picked up COVID and at one of my workplaces, and I had 2 weeks off with that, and it made me feel absolutely awful. This is the second time I've had COVID. I have had the COVID injection as well, the vaccine that is, and so that's another reason why I haven't been in the workshop. I've been doing other things in the house but not in the workshop, so that's probably why I haven't been on the screen with you. So, but anyway, thank you very much for all your comments, and the new viewers, welcome to the channel, and I hope you're going to be enjoying the content that I've got. I'm pleased to say that Sunshine, the Volkswagen T2 camper van, is now back with me. It's now repaired. He's gone back to the garage yesterday because there was still a bit of an issue with starting or continuing to keep going, and the garage thing, that's probably some dirt that's got back into the carburetor from the petrol tank, and there will be a video coming out, a full video about what's happened, because he sounds absolutely amazing now. So which is slightly linked to the visit I'm going to be making as well up north, as it were. So stay tuned. The other thing is I've acquired a few new records, so I thought perhaps this afternoon I would share those with you, and then you can decide whether, what you think of them, and well, we might even play one, but anyway, hold fire and I'll be back shortly. So the first record we're looking at is my box set of one of my favourite all-time soprano operatic singers, and that's a lady called Isabel Bailey. And Isabel was quite famous and has got some really nice records. I'm very lucky to say I've got this is a box set, plus I've also got some very nice 78s of the same music that came out, and it's been transferred onto LP. And Isabel was born on 9th of March 1895, and she died on the 24th of September 1983. She's a Scottish soprano, popular in the opera, and she was also one of the 20th century's greatest singers, basically, and I really like her. So the reason I'm showing you this is that I've actually managed to acquire some more music by her on LP. So without further ado, I'm going to move this one now, just out of the way. So now, this isn't Isabel Bailey, this is Maria Callas. Let me just raise this up a little bit. There we go, that's better. Maria Callas. Now, I think Maria Callas is one of the finest opera singers of our time. And this album set, these albums, were sent to me by, I've got them on eBay, by a chap who was selling a whole stack of them for about, I think it was £1 each. And I thought they are in such wonderful condition that I've enjoyed listening to them. So this is Maria Callas, arias from Carmen, which is one of her famous, Don Carlo, Luis, Macbeth, Samson, and Delilah, and Tosca. Tosca, she really sings well out of this, so really like this. Now, if you've got these records and you agree with me, let me know in the comments below what you think of all these records, because I'd really like to know. I like female opera singers, and so Isabel and Maria form part of that. Next one is the Isabel Bailey one on Pearl label, which has got quite a few of her famous arias here: Handel, Joshua, and Theodore, and many others, you know, Schubert as well on there. She was a great friend of the Hamilton Hartley as well. She was a great friend of his. There was a suggestion that they might have had a relationship. I don't know how true that is, but that was what was said at the time. So yes, very nice album. So what I'm going to do is include this recital album with the box set that I've just shown you. But anyway, there we go. So Janet Baker, I mean, she has got the most amazing voice as well. These are all 1970s pressings. So this came, 1961, sorry, 15, the Pageant of English Song, 1597 to 1961. None of these ladies are with us anymore. They've all passed away. Janet Baker, but I remember Janet Baker when I was at school, and you know, being told that she was one of the best opera singers we've got. And I think that's very true. This is a very nice album. I've noticed that she's got a hairstyle very much like Queen Elizabeth II, actually, which I thought was quite funny, really, when I've opened the box and got them out. But there we go. That was quite a popular style at the time, I think. So, and then Joan Sutherland. Now, I think Joan Sutherland was Australian, I think she was. Let me just have a look, because it may not be on the back, but where are we? There we go. No, it doesn't say, does it? But I think if I'm right, you'll probably correct me, I think she was Australian. It's Gounod and many others on there, but it's a very nice album. Interesting hairstyle on this lady as well, but one of the nicest ones I've played recently. And then the last one is another Janet Baker, and she's singing Handel this time. Different hairstyle this time. English Chamber Orchestra by Raymond Lepard. So very nice and great set. So I'll share those with you as part of this video. Let's share this with you, and you know, if you're interested in any of these being played, let me know, because they are spectacular to listen to on the Technics machine. Anyway, there we go. Now, on 10-inch, I found these in my local charity shop, and I thought I'd share them with you. Noel Coward, I'll See You Again. Now, I've already got this album. It's on a 10-inch, so it's an early LP, basically. And I've already got this album, but it came as part of the set, so I've picked it up for less than £1. And I haven't played it yet. I'm sure it's okay, but I'll probably keep it in the workshop so I can play it out there. Often get repeats, and that's where I normally put them. So that's Noel Coward, and he's got famous ones on here, such as A Room with a View, World Weary, Alice, Don't Put Your Daughter on the Stage, Mrs. Worthington, and many others on there. A Mad Doll's Englishman, of course, is the most famous one. Poor Little Rich Girl, Uncle Harry, and I'll See You Again. And so nice line notes there. I've had to repair the side here because it actually was torn. I think these records have been well played, well loved, and looked after. They cleaned up very well, and so I was quite pleased with them. So that's Noel Coward. I'm a great Noel Coward fan. I've got a lot of his stuff. The next one is Dick Hames, Rain or Shine. Now, I haven't played any of these yet, but when I do, we'll have a listen. But again, a nice album, nice vinyl, well looked after, and one thing I do is I love the covers and the graphics on this. Is on Capitol long playing 33 1/3 RPM record, and yeah, a bit of line drawing there, so that's that one. Then we've got Liberance, An Evening with Liberace, basically. And I've got some of his early music as well, but this is quite nice. Yakety Yak Polka, Begin the Begin, a Clement Mixer, Put It, and I think it said Putai, sorry. Slaughter on the 10th Avenue, Kumara, Lover, Chopsticks, The Old Piano, Roll Blues as well. So quite nice. This is some of these albums come in a very stiff, this is a very stiff back. This one, very stiff back. The others are a little more like paper than anything else. And then this one, which I haven't even played yet, the Eddie Cantor story. This was in quite a bad condition. I've had to repair it. Colour by Technicolor. And so I don't know Eddie Cantor, but I'm sure I'm going to get to know him. It's from the original soundtrack of the Warner Brothers production, the Eddie Cantor story. So I'm looking forward to playing that as well. And then there's one other which I've been playing this afternoon, and that is this one here. Ethel Marlin and Mary Martin. And that's from the 50th anniversary television show, which came out in 1953 at 10:30 in the evening. So quite a long time ago, long before I was ever on the scene. So, but it plays very well, and they sing some really nice numbers, like There's No Business Like Show Business, and a few others actually. And one or two I sort of recognise from. From times before. I've got records I've got before, so very, very nice. So there we go, that's that one. And then the last one I've got, which I found with the same set, is The Gang's All Here. The Gang's All Here. The stars are all here, the girls are all here, the tunes are all here, and the laughs are all here, with Alice Faye, Carmen Miranda, who we know from the Yeah 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 fame, and Paul Baker, and the best of all, which caught my eye, which is why I picked up the album, the King of Swing, Benny Goodman and his orchestra, and he's really good on this album, I must say, taken from the soundtrack. And it's one of those albums where they take it off the soundtrack, and then before the story kicks in again, they cut it, so you sort of get staccato in some ways about what's actually on there. But it's very stiff back. It's a very hard cardboard, and a really nice graphic picture on the back there, which I quite like. The Gang's All Here. So much so that I found the DVD on eBay and I've ordered it. So I'm going to look forward to sitting and enjoying that, because I think, well, what's better than to actually see the film for the album that you picked up in the charity shop. So that's good. And there we go. Right, well, I've got a real special gift to give you all. This is a giveaway, and whoever contacts me first will get this box set, well, this set of DVDs. I'm a great fan, well, I've become a great fan of Downton Abbey, and I started watching it on Netflix, and then I got hooked, and so I've watched all 52 episodes of Downton Abbey. And then, of course, I wanted to get the box set so I could watch it again at leisure, like I do, like later on, come round again. And of course, we now know that they've just released the film, the final film, the grand final, which I'm really looking forward to coming out on DVD, so I can watch it at home and see Mary, who's the main character, take over from her father, which is really great. I just love following the story. I have to say, at the time it came out, which is I think 2014, I think it came out, I saw one episode and I didn't think much of it. I was staying in a hotel somewhere. I just put it on the evening after I come back from the event I was at. But I have to say that I'm quite hooked on it at the moment, and so I have got the box set. But these DVDs I found in a charity shop, so rather than double up, I thought I'd let you have them as my viewers, and it will be a case of I shall, you can have the whole set. There's quite a few here, and I'll go through them all. And all I ask is that you pay for the postage. Send me a check for the postage, or send me some, some way of paying for the postage. But you're very welcome to have these if you like Downton Abbey. And so here we go. So the first one is Downton Abbey, the London season, which is very nice. The second one is A Journey to the Highlands. The third one is Downton Abbey Series 6. Okay, it's a 6 series. Downton Abbey, the final. Of course, now we've got the grand final. And the last one is Downton Abbey, Christmas at Downton Abbey, which is very, very nice. So if you would like these, I'll get them to stand up. If you'd like all these, you're very, very welcome to have these. And they are on offer here at no cost to you. Just literally, the first person that says they'd like them will get them all. I'm not splitting up the pack, so I will give them all to you. And also, I will include a special feature which has appeared in the Telegraph magazine. Now this is dated, where are we? What's the date on this one? Whatever date this is a few weeks ago now. There we are. There's the Downton Abbey bit there as well. Oh, if you stand up. In this, a whole series of articles in the Telegraph. Let me just find the other bits and pieces in here about how the filming was done at Highclere Castle and all the bits that went with there. So there we go, pictures there, and you can follow all the bits about Mr. Bates. And the interesting thing is that the downstairs was all done at Elstree Studios. Anything upstairs was actually done in the house. And there is also a very good series on YouTube about Highclere House and how the filming was done, how they had to keep the lighting consistent. So the entrance hall, they had to cover that all up and have their own lighting rather than the light that was coming in through the actual skylight, which is there. So, but I will include the Telegraph magazine, if you haven't already got that, as part of the pack. And that's my giveaway on this video, and I hope you enjoy them. If you do, I look forward to sending them off to you. So without further ado, we'll get back to the trip, going to just outside of Newcastle Upon-Tyne on Alyn. See you shortly. Well, good morning guys, it's Richard here and it's the next day. So I'm off to my local station at West Malling in Kent to catch the train to London Victoria. So I'm catching the 10:23, which gets in 11:23 or something like that now. It's normally 55 minutes, whatever. So, and then I'm going to get the tube across to King's Cross, and then I'm going to catch the, I think it's the 11:30 or something train from there, so should be quite good fun. But anyway, you're coming along, and let's go. See you in a minute. The train journey was very uneventful, and because I went first class, I took advantage of the wonderful food that the train company was actually producing, which was very nice. I had very nice company. I sat opposite a lady and her daughter. Her daughter was mainly asleep most of the time, or with her headphones on, and but we had a really nice convivial conversation. So also managed to watch a bit of catch up with a bit of TV and Sky News, and yeah, it's really nice. So thoroughly enjoyed the journey, and it was a good time. Yeah, back to the video. Well, hello everybody, it's Richard here, and may I apologise for the terrible lighting I've got in this very nice hotel suite which I've been given today. I'm staying at a place called Stanley, which is just outside Newcastle Upon-Tyne, and it's about a 30-minute drive from Newcastle station, where I had a very nice taxi driver who didn't know this place at all. It's the Hotel 52, which is on quite a big roundabout, just outside the village of Stanley, which is I suppose it's Durham Tees Valley, I suppose it is. Durham, yes. So it's up north here, where I'm really enjoying it. I've just had the most enormous meal, sort of steak and mix. I suppose a mixed grill they called it. I couldn't eat it all. I had to say to the lady, the lovely waitress, "Can you give me another plate so I can put some of this stuff on?" And I did that, but I couldn't eat it. But the steak was very nice, and the chips were nice. I didn't eat all those anyway, but I couldn't eat the chop, and I could only eat one sausage. It was just too much on my plate. The peas were nice. So if ever you're coming this way, I would recommend this hotel. This suite I've got, and I'll put some B-roll on for you so you can see what it looks like. I've been given this upgrade. The whole thing was £80 for the night, and the only reason it was £80 was I paid I think £5 extra for the guaranteed. So if I did a cancellation, it would cover my fee. Basically, I'd get all my money back because I couldn't make it, but I have made it. I got on the train today. I had a bit of a journey because I went to my local station at Westmoreland in Kent, where I live near Maidstone, and when I got there, for the first time ever, every single car space was taken. They'd put signs up saying car park closed, and that's not only the Southeastern Railway one, which is 2 big car parks, but also the private one that I've been using for many years. They were full as well. So what did I do? I had to turn around, go home and book a taxi, and then go into Maidstone East Station. And luckily I caught the later train, but because I had built in a buffer, I still caught the 1:30 from King's Cross, which was great. And I helped a young man find the train as well, because he was lost. So he said, I'm looking for the station. And I said, come with me. And so that was quite nice for him. So and the journey itself, I had a really lovely time. I put some B-roll of that too. A really lovely journey. I met a lady and her daughter, her young daughter, and we got chatting. Turned out her mother lives in Stanley. My God, the place I've come to visit. And I'm going to tell you why shortly. Well, I think there might be a hint here, or it may have been the last time, because I've been thinking about getting another camper van, and I'm thinking about getting a truck camper, or sometimes known as a demountable. So this is what this video is all about. So this is a bit of a reveal really, and I'll put some pictures of the vehicle that I'm thinking of buying. And I've linked up with the owner. He actually has got two. He's got a truck camper, and also he's got a Sprinter, which is a camper van as well, Mercedes Sprinter. But one thing I want to give you a warning to is that I did some research, as I always do. Part of my background is research into this vehicle, like I did for Sunshine, who is actually back at home. The garage have got him back this week because despite all the work they've done and the new engine that we fitted, or they fitted for me, he's still cutting out occasionally. So Simon's got him back and he's going to look at that. But there'll be a video coming out about the whole process very shortly when I get back home. So I've been using something called Car Vertical, and I've picked this up because I watch Salvage Rebuilds, a great channel, and I was watching them only the other night. And so I've been watching Salvage Rebuilds, and I'll put a link to them because they do a fantastic job. They have some lovely cars, and they build them, as it says, build them. They're co-parked cars, and they put them back on the road, and it's quite interesting. Very high level of mechanics goes on there from what I've seen. But they put me on to Car Vertical, and Car Vertical cost me, I think it was something like £25, and they give me a really good scoring of this vehicle, and this vehicle has scored high scoring of 87. Now that means not high in negative, high in positive, and it suggests a clean history, good condition, strong buying potential. There we go. So I'm buying this 2015, or thinking about buying this 2015 demountable truck camper, which is situated on the back of a 2013, and this is the best bit, Toyota Hilux 3 litre, which has only had 3 owners, and that includes Billy, who is the current owner. And he's the only current owner because his son, Kevin, very sadly died of a major heart attack a little while ago, and so it's tinged with sadness that he's having to sell this vehicle. Obviously he doesn't want to. So then I came along and I saw this, and I've got a great respect for Toyota Hiluxes. They're really tough cars, or trucks, and they use them out in Afghanistan. The Taliban have been using them, and other people out Far East and that, Iraq. and they're very tough. They're as tough as Land Rovers, basically. But all I can say is that there's no issues found on this vehicle at all. Car Vertical would have told me that, and they do it not only over here but also international. If it's been sold, how many times it's been sold, which is three owners. It gives you the MOT history, which is on here. And where's it goes back? So from the day of manufacturing, right the way through to the current, and it's due an MOT in January 26. But Billy has said if we agree a deal, he will actually have it re-MOT'd, and all the advisories, if there are any, will be dealt with, and also he'll have it serviced for me, which I really think is excellent, really. So yes, I mean, there have been one or two things that was advisory, but they were very minor. Where are we? There we go. I'm just trying to find where the failures are, because there aren't many actually. Failed technical inspection here. This is back in 2020. Was recorded and indicated unsuccessful emission test will also fall under the same category. Near side front coil spring fractured or broken. Offside front coil spring fractured or broken. And then the next inspection, where are 2020, went back in again, and they were both successful, and the failed instances were covered. So it's had lots of work done, as you'd expect. It's covered 37,000 miles, which is really low for this sort of diesel engine. Then the ownership changed back in 2020, and it gives you the whole history is on this report, and that gave me some comfort, really, because I should be getting underneath it and doing all the other things. It also tells you Car Vertical there's no thefts at all, no disaster exposures recorded, no financial or legal status, no issues there. So there's no outstanding money on this vehicle, which I have found with little Grisha when I bought him, the little Fiat 595. So yeah, I mean, it gives you the no damage or assessment found at all. So it's all good stuff. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So that's why I'm here in Stanley. I've come all this way, the 4 hours on the train, well, probably 6 if you're taking back and forward from Westmoreland Station to Maidstone East and home again. So anyway, tomorrow I hope to take you along and we can look at the vehicle together. I'm going to ask Billy whether he'll allow me to film him, and then we'll see what the outcome is. So stay tuned. All right. Well, good morning, guys. It's you know who, Richard here. After the night before, had a fairly good night. I did actually get woken up by a very annoying light that's in this room, and I'll show you that in a second. I'm just watching a bit of breakfast television with the sound turned down. So the bed is extremely comfortable, and the room is just the right temperature. They've got radios that you can turn down. I'll show you those. I'm sure you know what radiators are like. But the most annoying thing is something that I'm going to show you now, so which I think they need to address. Hang on a second. This green light here, and the camera is actually, obviously the camera adjusts itself, but at night, this green light, which is part of the emergency lighting system, the green light shows that it's charged up in case the power fails, the lights come on, or that light comes on. But that kept me awake for a while until I managed to cuddle down under the bed sheets. So one of the things they need to address is that, because that's certainly, I don't know, it's the television light when it's on green, and fair enough, I can put up with that, but that one, that light there, I think, yeah, it needs to be dealt with, because it's like something in the room that you just can't get rid of. I tried thinking, well, perhaps I could cover it up with something, but I couldn't find anything anyway, so I had to put up with it. Anyway, apart from that, I had a good night sleep, so woke up very early, been reading, looking at stuff on social media and YouTube and that, so yes. I found this rather interesting book as well, which I'll show you here. It's called Durham Tees Valley, which is this one. It's quite interesting, quite good. You can read there all about the area. I do like books that tell you a little bit about the area in which you're situated, because I'm not from up here, but I have been to Newcastle once before. Yeah. Anyway, we'll catch you later. Well, I just thought I'd jump in here because as you see, you got this far in the video, and after I left the hotel, Billy Musgrove, who's the chap who was selling his Truckcamper, very kindly picked me up from the hotel. I mean, this man is quite an amazing character, I tell you, and a real northerner, really friendly guy who I was very, very impressed with. Having said that, I'm a realistic person, and so I need to do my own due diligence, which I'd started when you saw I'd used Car Vertical, which proved to be very successful. There were one or two things in that report which weren't quite true. The mileage was slightly out, looking at the mileometer, so there, and but other things. Anyway, we went back to Billy's very nice bungalow, and I was introduced to what has become Max, the truck camper, and I had a really good look around, a look inside, and also underneath as well, because these vehicles, obviously, this one is 13 years old. I wanted to make sure it was all where it should be. I took it out for a long test drive, quite enjoyed the drive, and so yes, went back and we shook on it. So we agreed a price, and which I thought was very advantageous to me and to Billy, and so then came back on he took me back to Durham station, and I then caught the train back. Well, I wanted to. Unfortunately, there'd been a delay, and therefore I had to catch the next train after the one I wanted, but I had an open ticket anyway, so that didn't matter too much. I have to say, I'd like to pay tribute to Durham station master, who was very helpful, because when I got there, I said, you know, is my ticket valid from this station? Because Billy waited for me. Well, I did that, and the chap said, yes, it is valid from here, and the train we're going very shortly, so you know, just platform 1. I was waiting on platform 1, and he came and said, actually the train's been delayed, so it's been cancelled, so I think you need to catch the next one from this station, but you'll be okay. So I thought, wow, that's a very personalised service. You know, there are a lot of people on that platform. So anyway, I caught the next train back. I had to stand for a while, which I wasn't very happy with, and I did make it known to the ticket collector that, you know, though he was the messenger, I'd paid a lot of money for a first class ticket, and I expected to have a seat. And he told me that, this is the LNER, that the ticket doesn't guarantee you a seat, even though you pay a lot of money for it, which I thought was a bit surprised, but I'm sure that wasn't quite correct. Otherwise, why would you travel on the train if you're just going to stand up all the way? Anyway, got back into King's Cross station okay, and got home, and then arranged for the money to be transferred, which went successfully through. And then obviously I wasn't going to travel all the way back to Newcastle to Stanley, so I arranged for Simon from Bailey Grove Transport, who were based in Maidstone, done work for me before in Sunshine when needed to be taken down to Red Oak Garage, and he very kindly said he'd go up and collect it on his trailer. Well, it turned out that the trailer would only take so much weight, which is excessive of what this vehicle is. So I just said, well, would you go up and bring it back yourself, go by train and collect it and come back? And he said, oh yeah, I'll do that for you. So same money basically, there was no change from that. So he drove it back the 5.5 hours journey, 600 miles, yeah, so 500 miles I think it was, from Newcastle down the motorway, and delivered it to my house, which is where it is now. So obviously the next video will be all about the truck once the weather improves. I have been doing some work already on it, little things inside, and I've been doing some research into the actual age of the demountable part, or the actual camper part, as I call it. And it turns out that due to the serial numbers, it's a Ranger demountable, built by motorhomes in the UK, a company called Motorhome Limited, who no longer do that anymore. And the serial numbers actually correspond to the age of the vehicle. And this vehicle was built on the 2nd of February 1971. Older than Sunshine, the Volkswagen camper van, which I think is quite amazing. But that's the way the numbers are correct. I've checked on the internet, and that's the way they are. So it's extremely good condition. I think it's obviously had some refurbishment work during its life, because I didn't think it was over 40 years old. Certainly doesn't look that to me. It's got solar on the roof. We've got full usual LPG gas. We've got, what else we've got in there? Fridge, freezer, brand new mattress which Billy bought but never actually used. It's still got the plastic on it. The seat covers are really nice blue velour. The curtains are new, though they're dummies. The windows are all, there's no leaking at all, no damp at all. Really, really good in condition. So everything's going the right way. I'll just get, and it's had and part of the pre-service agreement was that because there was some rust on the chassis, it's been fully fully waxed, and also we've had new MOT, full service, and other bits on there which are in place. But I'll be getting my mechanic to check it over anyway before I go on my first trip, which I have booked for the 10th of April next year. I'm going up to do some volunteering on the Montgomery Canal, which is good fun, in Shropshire, to the Shropshire border between Shropshire and Wales. So it should be fun. So you must stay tuned for that one, because I'm looking forward to that. So yes, I'm just getting over a very nice, nasty bout of flu, which has knocked me for 6. But I'm recovering today, so I thought I'd do some work on the video, apart from all the other work I've been doing, work-wise and leisure-wise. So anyway, thank you very much for staying the course of this first episode of Max the Invincible, and we'll talk more about the Hilux and all the other manifestations, but I'll leave you with some photographs and video of Max. And thank you very much for coming along. I look forward to your comments. Let me know what you think, and everything else that's going on. Thank you very much, and there'll be some more bits and pieces coming very shortly. You take care. Best for now. Bye for now. So this is the Gangs All Here, and I'm going to play, this is from the soundtrack which was played in Technicolor, and I'm playing this on the Goldring Lenco GL72, and so I'm going to play the Benny Goodman version of where are we? That's number 2. So Let's Dance and Mimi in the Money. Benny Goodman Orchestra, vocal by Benny Goodman. So he's actually singing on here. So enjoy. Hopefully I get the track in the right place. So I might jump a bit from the start. That's the last track. Here we go.
money. Take my word that Minnie's in the money. She hasn't got a guy who's got a diamond mine, but she's a welder on the old assembly line. So bless her, sir, Minnie's in the money. Minnie's in the money, that's fine. She's helping Uncle Sam to keep his people free. She's okay, hooray, Minnie's in the do-re-mi.
I hope you enjoyed that on this lovely machine, the Swiss-made GL72 Gold Ring Lenco. I will be upgrading the cartridge to a magnetic, which I've got, on a Stanton 500, but for now it's doing really well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll play some more music later on. Take care, all the best, bye for now.